Hi everyone, a little different video today. I'm going to re-ink some of my Distress Oxide inks, and then I'm going to have a little chat as well of what's happening, what's coming up next. So first I'm going to walk you through the re-inking process, the way I do it. You see how the two components and the re-inking bottle are separated. We need to emulsify those. So we do need to give it a real good shake, and you can hear and feel the little ball inside the bottle going and mixing the pigment and the dye contents together. Because if we didn't mix this up, one of the contents would just soak into the ink pad, the other one would sit on top of it, and this is not the idea for Distress Oxide ink. It would just take away from the whole purpose of having Distress Oxide inks. So make sure you shake it very well until you don't see the two layers separated in your bottle. Just on a scrap piece of card, I'm showing you how really dry my ink pad is. I have to work this really hard. I can still lay ink layers down, but I have to work it very hard. Like I could feel the strain on my wrist, on my elbow. So I will show you after re-inking what is the difference in the ink blending. So I like to go in all direction with my ink, and you can see that your ink pad is really dry because it is soaking that ink in. So it is just disappearing into that ink pad. It's not sitting on top at all. It is just completely disappearing. I like to cover the whole ink pad, and then I come in with a little applicator tool. I don't even know where did I get this card. It came with something that I ordered years ago, and I've just been using it ever since for all different purposes. You can use a piece of acetate, you can use an old credit card to do that. It's just really just to push it down into the ink pad a little bit more. And I can see that it is still soaking into my ink pad, so this it still needs a little bit more ink. Now you can stop at any point. It really is your preference how juicy you do like your ink pads. With these lighter colors, I do like to go very juicy. With the darker ones, I probably would stop somewhere halfway through. So it is still soaking that ink in, and while it might look like that I'm using a lot of ink, I really am not. I will show you at the end how much of this ink from the bottle I applied, and it's very little. I've had this ink pad for 2 years, if not more now, and it probably will last me another few years now before I have to re-ink it again. So these re-inkers are actually really good price for what they are, because they will I would expect last me good few years anyway. Plus, you can use them for all different techniques as well, which I haven't done yet. I only recently started buying re-inkers because my ink pads are only starting to go dry now, and I only buy the ones that I do need to use for re-inking my ink pads. So now I can feel that it is getting quite juicy. You can see how my ink is still on the very top of the bottle. Like I barely used any, even though it looked like I have used lots of this liquid. I really haven't. So I'm just going back and forth, and now I'm starting to slow down with this. I'm just going to give it a chance to see if it still soaks into that ink pad. Once it is sitting on top of the pad, you know that you have it fully saturated, but mine still soaks it in. So I'm just adding little dots and just playing about with it. And to be honest, it's very satisfying to do this. If you ever ring ink pads, you know what I'm talking about. I love using it. It's so relaxing to me too. So I am just using my applicator tool again to smooth it out, and in here I can see that is really nice and juicy. It's getting shiny again, and I'm just trying to see if it soaks any more of those in. I'm just adding little polka dots. And yes, it is still soaking it in, but I can see once you're doing this, you do get a feel for it. You will be able to see when it's getting really saturated. So my advice is just add small layers, wait a little bit, smooch it in, and then I'll come back with a little more rather than adding too much all at once. So just keep going back and forth until I am happy with how juicy my ink pad is again. So this Quitch Flamingo is one of the ink pads that I all the time use, all the time. I mean, I can't think of a project that I hadn't used this. Well, obviously there are some projects where I don't use ink pads, but this one is most likely to come out if I'm using pinks. This one is sure to make its presence. So I am not surprised that it was as dry as it was. So once I'm finished with it, I just wipe it off with a little baby wipe. I replace the lid on my bottle, and now I'm going to show you what is the difference in ink blending. Oh, I'm pointing at, this is how far down I went with my ink. So you can see how many more times I would be still able to re-ink my ink pad with that one bottle. But just look at the difference now. I barely add any pressure in here, literally not using any strength of my fingers or the wrist at all, and the difference is insane. As I said, you can leave your ink pad as juicy as you want, or you can stop before I stopped in here. So you don't need to have it as juicy. I do like to have my lighter ink pads juicy. So now I'm just going to do exactly the same thing, only I'm going to use the shaded lilac. And of course, I'm going to show you the before and the after as well. So there's no point me explaining the same thing over and over again. So I'm just going to have a wee chat with you of what's happening and what's coming up next. So what's happening? We all know Christmas is happening. So that means a lot and a lot and a lot of videos and tutorials are coming up. I can hint for you that might be daily videos right up until Christmas Day from now on. So please be sure to tune in. So the first thing that will be happening starting tomorrow morning is a collaboration for the next 12 days. And I'm not going to reveal what the collaboration is themed around, but I think a lot of you will like this one. And it is a collaboration between Monica, a crafting with quilling lady, Monica, paper Mona, and myself. This is not the first collaboration I've had with these girls, and I have to say I love every single one of them. These two girls have been so amazing with me right from the start, so encouraging and really, really nice people. I am so lucky to have met crafty friends along this journey like these girls. So please be sure to tune in to all of our 3 channels, because there are some amazing cards are coming up for you. And it is a themed around something I've never done before, and I'm really excited about this because I'm challenging myself a lot along the way during these 12 days, the next 12 days as well. So yeah, that's the first thing that's happening. And then I'm working on quite a few magazine commissions as well, which I am truly grateful about. This journey has been amazing, and it's taking me in a direction that I could have just dreamt of a couple of years ago. So yeah, I will be sharing those commissions obviously when I can. Those commissions do come in weeks and months in advance, so I can only share them when the magazines are published. But yeah, there's a lot of exciting things happening too. And another crafty news that I cannot just share yet, but I can tell you that I will be able to reveal it very, very soon, and I am so excited to go there. So just stay tuned, because lots of exciting stuff is coming up in here. And as for December, another lovely collaboration. I am not going to say anything about it. Some of you might guess, some of you might not just yet, but an amazing collaboration is coming up for the whole month of December. So yeah, that's what's happening with me. I know I haven't been too consistent with videos lately. It's just life's been so busy with kids and work and just a lot going on. My health has been quite surprising me lately. It's just getting one thing after the next, and it's just been so hard to shake these colds and whatnot off. I do work with kids, so I do pick up a lot in work too, and my immunity hasn't been just the greatest lately, but I'm working on it. I am getting there, and I'm enjoying getting better too. Sorry if my voice still sounds funny. When I do talk a bit, it still gives me bother. My throat isn't hurting anymore, but my voice still tends to go a bit funny. Yeah, so just with two small kids with school, and then between football and gymnastics, and they do go swimming as well. There's quite a bit of a going here and there. And then to be able to keep up with my kids, I had to start taking up swimming lessons as well, because I had no idea how to swim. I mean, I'm still not great at it. I started back in September. I'm going once a week. Sick or not, I'm making it. I'm dedicated. But I'm at the point where I am starting to enjoy that too. So yeah, that's another hobby that I just may have picked up lately. Yeah, I never knew how to swim. I'm enjoying learning. I'm enjoying learning, so I can go and enjoy my time with kids in the pool. So yeah, that's all that's happening, and I really hope that you will join me on this journey. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet done so. Make sure hit the notification bell so you get notified when I upload new videos. And check back tomorrow morning for the first of our lovely 12-day collaboration. I really hope you enjoyed this chit chat, and you may have picked up something about rinking Distress Oxide inks. I really enjoyed for some lovely, easy video making. I really hope to see you back soon. Thank you for watching. Bye.